Hi from Andrea Unger. Smart or rich? Well, what does this mean and how does it cope with trading? Actually, the point is that I noticed that in many cases, people in trading environment are more interested in the fashion, the trend of the moment, trend not intended as market trend, but trend as fashion, rather than in methods that can really make money. In this channel here, but also in other channels, in other places in the internet, there are many points and many inputs which you could really use to make money from. There are many tips that you could carefully read in your mind and apply somehow, studying them, to make money. But people apparently are not interested in this. Okay, they have to work, I say, read in your mind, apply, study. This is all too much normally. They look for the ultimate tip, the tip that makes you rich tomorrow. But the truth is that some of them, most of them, look for a feeling of being smart. I'm a smart guy, I could sit in Wall Street because I have invested in Uber, in Tesla, or Bitcoin, cryptos, gold, all these things. These are trends. Sometimes we talk about cryptos, sometimes about options, sometimes about gold, sometimes about US bonds. There are moments, periods, where there are main topics, such as also some important companies, which get quoted and so on. And people invest here or look for information about this just to feel part of a big picture, a big game, being a smart investor or trader. They're not really interested in making money anymore. They're interested in feeling like the big trader. Doing so is not wrong in principle. Of course, anybody is free to do what he feels like to do. But if they want to stay long in the trading environment, they have to be very careful. Because if you have this attitude, you are easily trapped by scams out there. Because if you're looking for the ultimate tip and you don't really care about studying, understanding the tip, obviously you will get the tip from those guys who deliver tips, and these are normally scams. I mean, the tip to make money, the secret, there is no secret, I said. So if I deliver you a secret, I'm trying to cheat you. I can tell you methods, statistical working things, so that you look into that, you build your own method on top of it, and you go out there and eventually try it. But I will never tell you the secrets. No, because this doesn't exist. And this is dangerous if you have that attitude, because you get sooner or later trapped into something. It's sad sometimes to deliver good content and see that it is not perceived as good or as interesting. Well, first time I went to China, it was December 2011, and I delivered more or less 1 hour speech about trading systems with examples and really working methods that could be applied somehow. After this, with translation from English to Chinese, one guy, an old guy, came out and raised his hand to ask a question. And I was very happy about this, ready to answer. He asked me, do you think it's better now to invest in gold or in the US dollar? I was nearly passing out. I mean, I respected his question. I gave him a more or less answer. But obviously, the question demonstrated that he did not, first of all, understand anything about the presentation I made. He did not understand the purpose of the presentation. He was not even interested in making money trading. He just wanted a tip. A tip from somebody he did not even know. I was Andrea Unger, I was presented as world champion and so on, but I mean, I was one guy. And he was looking for a tip from me. regardless of everything else I explained. And this was not really nice because I thought about all the people who lost immediately everything I delivered and went back home thinking about the next tip, which will probably come from somebody trying to get your money out of your pockets. Be careful. You have to work, you have to study, and you have to read between the lines. Watch the videos in the channel. Try to find out what you think would work for you. Try to find where I tell you something that works and build on that something that can work for you. Don't look for the secrets and the tips, because that kind of tip, different from the tips I give you here, which are operational, that kind of tip is dangerous. You have to become rich. And by the way, I don't associate rich with trade. I mean, who knows me know that I'm a very, very decent person, and I never talk about the money I make or the money that you could make trading. But I talk about rich as making money, which is the ultimate purpose of trading. Even though I say that you have to be passionate about trading, you have to see it as a hobby, and it can become your work. But if it becomes your job, your work, it has to make you gain money, because it would be complicated to explain to your spouse that you are making it just for fun and you are not making anything else. So actually, the purpose is to make money, even though you have to do it for passion. So making money or being smart. It's better to feel like the big guy or to be a smaller version of that big guy. It's up to you. Here you can find information to become the bonsai of the big guy, but it's useful information. If you look for secrets, it's the wrong place here. Sorry. Ciao from Andrea Unger. See you next time. So guys, you enjoyed it? I think so. I hope so. In any case, if now you feel that you want to understand more about automated trading, to understand more about strategy development and everything that is concerned with this, I have this link here where you can register for a workshop, an online workshop together, something more than 1 hour or so, where I will go in depth in strategy development topics so that you can get even more familiar with the whole matter. If strategy development is something you want to go ahead with, this is the link for you. Register, it's free, we meet you there and we can discuss about what it means to develop a trading system. See you there, ciao from Andrea Unger.